Hey guys, I'm Troy Becker, or as a lot of you may know me as Paul Zimmer, and this video is something that I've been wanting to make for a while.
Just when you thought 2020 couldn't get any crazier, Paul Zimmer, real name apparently Troy Becker, is back. At the time of this recording, he's posted 2 videos, one on March 23rd and one on April 8th. Now, if you don't know who Paul Zimmer or Troy Becker are, or should I say is, we've done tons of videos previously, so watch those to catch up. In a nutshell, an influencer known as Paul Zimmer, real name Paul Zimmer, was called out for allegedly scamming his fans. He did so by having them donate money to him in exchange for personal messages and DMs or duets on the app Musical.ly, now known as TikTok. By 2017, he had a following of 7 million on Musical.ly and about 1 million on Instagram. Then the accusations came and he went ghost for a couple of years. No one heard from him. He wiped his social media pages. And then one day he returned to talk about 16-year-old actor Troy Becker, who looked just like him. Zimmer went on to tell his fans to follow Becker, the younger, better looking, and overall improved version of Zimmer, although he didn't really admit that. Zimmer was pretending the 16-year-old Troy Becker was another person, when in fact, it was just Paul Zimmer pretending to be someone else. In a sense, he was trying to reinvent himself, just taking it a little too literally. Of course, it didn't take long for people to put 2 and 2 together, especially when Paul Zimmer decided to hand over all of his social media accounts to Troy Becker, this random 16-year-old actor who just so happens to look like Paul. No one was really fooled, so both Paul Zimmer and Troy Becker fell off the face of the internet again. And then on March 23rd, Troy Becker posted a YouTube video addressing the drama. In the video, Troy explains that Paul Zimmer was a stage name he made up, maybe when he was about 10 years old or so. As the brand of Paul Zimmer got bigger, he says that it started to consume him. His friends and family would refer to him as Paul Zimmer, not Paul Zimmer, which was his legal name at the time. Becker also explains the reason people spread rumors that he scammed his fans was because they tried to replicate what he did for success and failed, which led to them trying to tear him down out of jealousy. While all of this was happening, Becker claims he didn't say anything to defend his name because he likes to focus on the good and didn't want to be involved in the negativity. Looking back, he says he doesn't recognize the person in the older videos, which led to him changing his identity literally. Some of you may or may not know, back in the day, Becker, who was referred to as Paul Zimmer at the time, was dating another Musical.ly star named Jamie Rose. Well, according to Becker in his video, Jamie gave him an ultimatum to pretty much quit social media and focus on their relationship or break up. As we can see, Becker opted to stay with Jamie, which led to the 2 of them actually getting married and starting a family. He also went on to explain that a lot of his friends and family stopped talking to him when he quit social media, which leads him to believe they were using him. The reason he legally changed his name from Paul Zimmer to Troy Becker back in March of 2019 is because he wanted a fresh start. Now that he is legally Troy Becker, he claims to feel like his old self, before the Musical.ly fame and fortune got to his head, I guess. Now here's where things get even crazier and more interesting. Becker claims he didn't go on social media at all, so he had no idea all the bad things that were being said about him as of late. In regards to the videos of Paul Zimmer promoting Becker, obviously claiming not to be the same person, which were allegedly leaked on his own account, while Becker claims those videos were never meant for social media. His side of the story is that he sent those videos to some friends in a group chat, and those friends also had access to his social media accounts, so they posted the videos and wrote the crazy captions. Well, maybe not all of them. He claims it was one friend, he doesn't know which one it was. Becker also claims this one friend then changed the passwords and made Troy Becker accounts, which is why it was so difficult for Troy Becker to delete everything out there. But now that he has deleted everything, Troy feels he can officially start over with new accounts, which he has done, at least on YouTube and Instagram. His most recent video explains how when he was portraying Paul Zimmer, he wasn't happy and feels he owes his fans an apology. Becker claims back in his Zimmer days, as I'll refer to them, he wouldn't eat certain things out of fear he would gain weight or get acne, leading to his followers no longer liking him. Becker goes on to admit he was struggling with an eating disorder, brought on by the fact that he wanted to always look in top shape for his millions of fans. At least, that's what I got from these videos. So where does that leave us now? Well, he's admitted to being Paul Zimmer and legally changing his name to Troy Becker as a way to start a new life, or I guess in this case, a new identity. He denied scamming or stealing money from anyone and claims he has proof, which he actually shows some of the proof at the beginning of one of his new videos. He's also got a family, as he is married to Jamie and they have a baby, which are also shown in the video. But it doesn't explain why he pretended to be 16 years old, something he has yet to comment on. And I feel like that's kind of the biggest issue with this whole new identity thing. If he wanted to leave Paul Zimmer in the past, that's on him. I'm not sure if he did or didn't scam people, although I'm having a hard time believing someone with 7 million followers would just go ghost and quit social media altogether. Now, like I said, I know he said it was for his relationship, but I really don't buy it. Either way, none of what he said gives any reason for him to feel the need to pretend he is 16 years old. Although it seems he's trying to make a comeback, he's not giving the people what they want. Instead, he's just trying to drag out this whole dramatic story and gain as much exposure off of it as possible. Will he ever address why he pretended to be 16? Who knows? What I do know is that his reasoning is irrelevant because no reason is good enough in my books, and it's just straight up weird and wrong, dude. Like, why would you pretend to be a minor? It's just weird. It's just gross. Anyways, moving on, let's reply to some of your comments from the video, top 10 celebrities that don't like being famous. Avery Richards said, you could tell that Johnny Depp doesn't like being famous because he always looks so shy and awkward. I feel bad for him. Yeah, I think the idea of fame is cool. I think the idea of like, everyone likes you and they know who you are and they want to be friends with you and you're popular and you go places, VIP. I think the idea of that is cool, but no one thinks about the idea of like paparazzi always following you. You can't really have a private life. Like, you might have to change your number on a frequent basis because people are always, giving out your numbers, friends of friends. Like, things like that people don't think about, and that changes their life completely, so. Gemma Lowe said, interesting factoid, Anne Hathaway was also the name of Shakespeare's wife. I should have fact-checked you on that. I should have verified that before I started filming this video, but here we are, using my phone. Obviously, there's a teleprompter here, so I can't even fact-check that. Hey, Amazon, Alexa, yeah, obviously I don't have one. Ronnie Payne said, Mia Khalifa must hate being famous now that she's a football fan. Who's Mia Khalifa? The name sounds familiar. She had like a podcast or something? Mia Khalifa. I don't think I know the name. It doesn't ring a bell. It rings a bell, but I don't know Mia Khalifa. How would I know the name Mia? I don't know. You guys gotta let me know who Mia Khalifa is in the comments down below. I don't know who she is. Anyways, guys, you've been watching I.O. I've been your host, Jared Pepper Bronstein, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces. My name's Jared, and my feet are cold. And I'm wearing socks. I would show you, but I can't get that high. Oh, there they are. See that? My socks. Dirty. My floors are dirty. All right, where was I? That hurt my back. Someday, yeah, put it together and we get it undone.